A day after the historic accusations came the historic defence. Israel rejecting South Africa's case that it is guilty of committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza.
The applicant has regrettably put before the court a profoundly distorted factual and legal picture. The entirety of its case hinges on a deliberately curated, decontextualized, and manipulative description of the reality of current hostilities.
The core of Israel's argument was that its actions in Gaza were self-defense in the wake of attacks by Hamas on October 7th that killed some 1,200 people. The tens of thousands of Palestinians killed in response, Israel's lawyers said, were the fault of Hamas, using civilians as cover in the enclave.
The hostilities between Israel and Hamas have exacted a terrible toll on both Israelis and Palestinians. But any genuine effort to understand the cause of this toll must take account of the horrendous reality created by Hamas within the Gaza Strip.
This case concerns a large-scale armed conflict with tragic consequences for civilians on both sides. Yes, there is a heart-wrenching armed conflict, but the attempt to classify it as genocide and trigger provisional measures is not just unfounded in law. It has far-reaching and negative implications that extend well beyond the case before you.
South Africa, a day earlier, had laid out claims it said showed a systematic pattern of conduct from which genocide could be inferred. A key aspect of that is the question around intent and what Israel's ultimate goals are in Gaza.
The state of Israel today has failed to disprove South Africa's compelling case that was presented before the court yesterday. We stand by the facts, the law, and all the evidence we have submitted yesterday. And we believe and stand very confident that those facts, the law, still are in violation of the Genocide Convention.
Outside the court, passions soared among protesters, with Palestinian supporters chanting throughout the 3-hour hearing.
17 judges now have to decide whether they feel they have jurisdiction over this case at all. Then, the question of whether to call for an urgent halt to Israeli military activity in Gaza. Whatever happens, these just 2 days of hearings have already proven themselves to be historic. But at stake is not just legal history, it is also the lives of millions of Palestinians in Gaza. Flynn for TRT World, outside the International Court of Justice in The Hague.